Good morning. I am Pushpa Kenslin Sibel, Department of English. My topic is concept of gender, sex, sexuality, patriarchy, masculinity, feminism. Synopsis: Gender definition, characteristics of gender, sex, difference between sex and gender, sexuality, characteristics of sexuality, patriarchy, characteristics of patriarchy, masculinity, characteristics of masculinity, feminism, characteristics of feminism. Gender. Gender is more fluid. It may or may not depend upon biological traits. More specifically, it is a concept that describes how societies determine and manage sex categories, the cultural meanings attached to men and women's roles, and how individuals understand their identities, including but not limited to being a man, woman, transgender, intersex, genderqueer, and other gender positions. Gender involves social norms, attitudes, and activities that society deems more appropriate for one sex over another. Gender is also determined by what an individual feels and does. Definition: Gender refers to the cultural, socially constructed differences between the two sexes. It refers to the way a society encourages and teaches the two sexes to behave in different ways through socialization. Browning, 1992. Characteristics of gender: socially constructed, dynamic concept, different from physical characteristics, shape the personality, power relationships. Meaning of sex. Sex refers to the different biological and physiological characteristics of males and females, such as reproductive organs, chromosomes, hormones, etc. Difference between sex and gender. Sex is a biological concept and gender is a social concept. Sex, male and female, gender is a masculine and feminine. Sex refers to biological differences, chromosomes, hormonal profiles, internal and external sex organs. Gender describes the characteristics that the society or culture delineates as masculine or feminine. Meaning of sexuality. Sexuality describes sexual identity, attraction, and experience which may or may not align with sex and gender. This includes, but it is not limited to, heterosexuality, homosexuality, gay or lesbian, bisexuality, queer, and so on. Sex and gender do not always align. Just as gender is a social construction, so too is sexuality. This is another way of saying sexuality is socially determined and it varies in its expression across culture, time, and place. Patriarchy. Patriarchy is derived from patriarch. In Greek is a form for societies in which male in the favored gender and which men hold power, dominance, and privilege. Patriarchy literally means rule of father. It is a system, society, or government in which the father or eldest male is the head of the family. Characteristics of patriarchy: men are the decision makers, male dominance, women are believed to be a weaker, the inheritance is only for males, oppression of female, no compromise from the side of males. Masculinity. This is differing feelings and behavior accepted of male. It refers to manhood or manliness. It is a set of attributes, behaviors, and roles associated with boys and men. Characteristics of masculinity. Seriousness comes in their behavior, feeling of superiority, physiological changes, mental and emotional strength, gravity comes in their voice, development of decision making power. Feminism. It is also called gallishness, womanliness, or womanhood, is a set of attributes, behaviors, and roles generally associated with girls and women. Characteristics of feminism: womanliness, attractions towards opposite sex, feeling of hesitation and shyness, physiological changes, softness in their voice, feeling of motherhood. Thank you.